Former Vice President Kamala Harris giving her first major TV interview since losing the 2024 election, all to talk about her new book.
That's right. Harris discussed a wide range of topics, from the New York City mayoral election to former President Biden's initial decision to run for a second term, a decision she called reckless.
When I talk about the recklessness, as much as anything, I'm talking about myself. There was so much, as we know, at stake. And as I write, you know, where my head was at the time is that it would come off as being completely self-serving. To be a black woman running for president of the United States and as a vice presidential running mate, a gay man, with the stakes being so high, it made me very sad, but I also realized it would be a real risk.
Do you endorse his candidacy?
I support the Democrat in the race, sure. But let me just say this. He's not the only star.
Fox News contributor and senior writer for the Washington Examiner, Joe Concha, joins us now. Joe, good morning to you. So that was a compilation of a variety of different topics. She touched on the reckless nature with which she said not encouraging Joe Biden to drop out of the race was. Then she talked about Pete Buttigieg and how she wanted him to actually be her running mate, but there were concerns over the acceptance of his sexuality. And then at the very end, she breezed right past an endorsement for Zohran Mamdani. So what was your reaction to all of this and your headline? What would that be from this interview?
Wow, Carly. Well, I guess we got our 2024 daily diet of Thousand Island word salad again. I mean, Kamala the human Chernobyl. That would be my headline, because you take her out of a teleprompter and scripted remarks, and this is what we get. She said, oh, I'll support the Democrat in the race for New York City mayor. There are 3 Democrats currently running for that job. So I'm not quite sure what that answer was. As far as saying that Pete Buttigieg, because he's gay, he couldn't be my running mate. I'm sure Buttigieg, you saw him react to that, wasn't too happy about that. And overall, it just seemed, Carly, Todd, that this is not a book that is serving as a launching pad for something bigger, as in another presidential run. She's making a lot of enemies by talking about all these other people in the Democrat Party. And you could say, well, all right, it's for the book. She has to make it scandalous to a certain extent. I guess. I mean, she and her husband are worth millions upon millions of dollars, so it's not like they need the money. I'm just not sure what this book, in terms of its purpose, is serving. It's 107 days of a campaign that spent more than $1.5 billion and ended up in debt, did not win one swing state, lost the popular vote, lost the Senate for Democrats. I don't know why you'd want to recount that all over again when, again, this was probably one of the worst campaigns we have seen in our lifetimes. And to now go on a book tour to talk about that again is not doing Kamala Harris or the Democrat Party any favors.
Joe, you just went big picture on the book. I want to go big picture on what Kamala Harris said in that interview. Does any of it, one word, come off as someone presidential, someone who can make those life and death decisions as the commander-in-chief, as the leader of the free world?
It comes across, Todd, to answer your question, as whiny. It comes across as somebody who is pointing fingers at everybody else but herself. She didn't do one interview after she became the nominee in late July for 6 weeks, not even with a pandering host like Rachel Maddow, not even The View, not Colbert or Kimmel. She allowed herself to stay behind the scenes. She ultimately was running that campaign. She could say, well, my advisor said this or to do that. No, she decided not to go to the Al Smith dinner. She decided not to go on Joe Rogan when Donald Trump and J.D. Vance did. She decided to run this campaign where she didn't choose Josh Shapiro, who she basically called an egomaniac, and that's why she didn't choose him, or choose Pete Buttigieg, who's quite good in interviews in hostile territory. No, she chose goofy Tim Walz, the guy of Stolen Valor, and the guy who, again, had his wedding anniversary on the day that Tiananmen Square and that riot happened, so he'd have a day to remember with his wife. I mean, just a weird guy. How else can you put it? So, yeah, she is responsible. And the fact that she's now running this book tour, it's just not going to go well. She's going to make a lot more enemies than friends. That I do know.
Well, Kamala Harris last night declined to say if she would run for the 2028 presidential election. She says it is not her focus right now. So she's saying there's a chance, despite the long
you're
list of
saying there's a
enemies that she's
chance.
making because of this book. Joe, we got to leave it there, but thank you for joining us.
All right. Thanks, Carly. Thanks, Todd.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.